Hello everyone, I am Preet and welcome to Relevant Myths. So in this fifth and final part of the series about patriarchy and feminism in Indian culture, I will conclude our discussion on how Hinduism has a very nuanced take on gender and further answer the all-important question, is Hinduism feminist or patriarchal? Before watching this, I suggest you to watch the other videos in the series so that you have a more detailed and informed understanding about what we are discussing here. So, let's begin. So, let's begin this discussion with the story of Ram. Now, we all know how controversial the stories of Sita's Agni Pariksha and Ram abandoning Sita because of people's gossip are. We see Ram as the patriarchal king who abandoned his wife even though he knew she had done nothing wrong. Well, that same Ram is the only prominent man in the entirety of Hindu scriptures who is Ekam Patni Vrata or who practices monogamy. There is no man who has only one wife except Ram. Even after abandoning Sita, he could have remarried any woman he liked, but instead, in the Ashwamedh Yagya, he placed the golden statue of Sita next to him. So, how come the obviously patriarchal seeming stories also have a very major feministic tone to them? Well, that's because Hinduism is complicated. There is no black and white but only infinite grey. There are so many nuances in each stories and they all convey specific ideas. So, let's discuss some of these ideas and in the process, we might also get the answer to our question of whether Hinduism is patriarchal or feminist. Now, in Hinduism, all creatures are equal in the sense that all of them have Atma and are part of the eternal reality Brahman. But all creatures are diverse also because Atma occupies different bodies. Atma is Dehi, resident of the body which is Deha. So everyone's Dehi is the same but their Deha is different. Just like various plants in a forest, every human is unique, but just as some plants of the same species display more similarities than each other than the plants with other species, similarly humans also have some commonalities which allow them to be classified and categorized. These categories include Varna, caste, profession, lineage, and most importantly, gender. Now, just as every plant requires different food, every human also needs or wants different things. Just as in a garden, some plants are favored over others, in society, some humans are given more value than others. Some gardens give more importance to fruit giving plants, some give more importance to flower bearing plants, and some to shade giving plants. Similarly, different fields and areas give importance to different humans as per their requirement. In some places, the rich are valued, in some, the intellectuals, and in some, the powerful. In some, men are valued, and in some, females are valued. But this doesn't mean that the rich is greater than the intellectual, or the powerful is greater than the rich, or male is greater than female. Everyone is unique and part of a diverse ecosystem. So, in some parts of Hinduism, male gods are considered more important than the female gods, while in other parts, female goddesses are more important than the male gods. Now, in Buddhism and Jainism, female body was considered inferior to the male body, and this gave rise to a big patriarchal push in Indian culture, as we had discussed in our earlier videos. Now, in Hinduism, generally, God is seen as incomplete without the goddess. Shiva is incomplete without Parvati, Ram is incomplete without Sita, and Krishna without Radha. So, marriage and partnership was very important. A single man is respected only if he is celebrate and a rishi, and a single woman is respected only if she has attached herself to a deity like Mirabai with Krishna. In Hinduism, all creatures exist within the framework of society, caste, and gender, and nobody has much control over it. We cannot choose what happens to us because that is decided by karma. But what we can choose is how to react to the situation. We can always make our own choices, but we also have to take responsibility for the consequences of those choices. Now it is written in Manusmriti that a woman has to obey her father, brother, and son, and is also not allowed to remarry if she becomes a widow. Thus, that choice is taken away from her. But in the Puranas, Sati and Parvati choose their own husbands. In the Mahabharata, Ganga and Satyavati have many strict conditions before marrying. Subhadra even kidnaps her lover Arjun in order to marry him, and so does Usha in the Bhagavad Puran, who wants to marry Anirudh, Krishna's grandson. In the Ramayana, Tara and Mandodari remarry after their husbands died, but somehow these stories aren't as popular as the patriarchal ones. In conclusion, to answer the question, is Hinduism feminist or patriarchal? The answer is, and you would have guessed by now, both. All religions are patriarchal and Hinduism is no different. But there is also an unprecedented amount of freedom and choice that was given to women in so many stories. In this series, from learning how Purush is masculine and Prakriti is feminine, to how masculine traits and feminine traits don't actually refer to the gender, to how patriarchy and misogyny were first established in Indian culture, to discussing many stories about the egalitarian and feminist side of Hinduism, we can now see how complex and nuanced the concept and working of gender is in Hinduism. So this was the video, everyone. You guys tell me, what are your thoughts about this? Comment all your views and opinions down in the comment section below. Please like the video and share it to all your friends and family. Subscribe to Relevant Myths and hit the bell icon in order to get more such stories, insights, trivia from the unending world of Indian culture and mythology. Thank you for watching and have an awesome day.